Now, if you keep money in the bank, a lot of people think that is the absolute best way to save money and you'll be financially sound if you do that. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you why that is one of the stupidest things you can ever do. Now, the reason why it's stupid and I would never recommend it to anyone, not even my worst enemies, is because it's doing this. Your money is sitting there in the bank. You're getting maybe 2% interest if you're lucky per year on this. Now, your bank's going to be lending that to other people for probably over 20% interest, and you're just sitting there and you're not making any money. And that is the goal with everything. So here's what I would recommend. I would recommend investing your money. So you might be asking yourself, well, Carter, I only have a couple $1,000s to put towards an investment, towards my retirement. I can afford to buy expensive things. And realistically, no one can. No one can go out and buy a $200,000 house to use for rental properties. But here is what you do. You put down the minimum down payment for a rental property, because I believe rental properties are one of the fastest ways for humans, especially in the United States, to build wealth. There's a ton of advantages, better than the stock market. You get better tax incentives, you get tax write-offs, you get a ton of things tax related. Now, you're going to be putting down the minimum down payment for the house. Now, that might be a couple $1,000s, of course. You know, some houses you don't even need a down payment, and some you need maybe 20% at most. So now, after you have purchased the house, how do you plan on paying it off? Well, here's what you do. You rent out the property. Now, this property, you can charge an extra $500 or $600 per month for your house. Now, depending on your location, you might be looking at an extra $200 or $300, but overall, you're going to be making money. Now, if let's say you don't even charge extra and you just charge whatever the mortgage is, well, look at what you're doing. Someone else is paying for a mortgage for you. So you're getting the asset of the home for whatever you purchased the down payment for. So these tenants, they're called, they're going to be actually paying the mortgage for this, and you're going to be getting the asset of the house. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, Carter, that seems a little too hard. Well, it's a lot easier than you might think. You might not have known this, but I've set a goal to have 3 rental properties by 2021. I'm going to be doing this by using the house as collateral. So if let's say I miss a payment or I miss the maximum payments, the bank actually gets to keep the house that I used collateral for. Now, pretty much what you need to get going is you need to put the minimum investment of the down payment for that first house. And then you're going to get another house. That house, you're going to use the collateral of the first house for everything that you need. So when you get a tenant, they're just going to be paying off the mortgage. And you can keep doing this and doing this. And that's why I believe if we get 3, then people would be a lot more financially sound, because they would be getting an extra upwards of $1,000 per month, because you can upcharge them depending on your location. There's a lot that goes into it. There's schools. What type of schools are around? If there's, smart and very good schools, that will cause the property to be a little more expensive, and you can charge a little more. Now, you also have to look at to see if there's lakes around. For where I'm from Michigan, so there are lakes everywhere. Houses on lakefronts can be charged a lot more because of taxes and everything like that. You often have to pay more. So the tenant will pretty much pay for that, and you can just upcharge them a little more. You can be looking at a house for that might charge the mortgage maybe $1,700 or $2,000. You can charge your tenant maybe $2,600, and you can be making a lot of money. Now if let's say real estate isn't your ball game, that's completely fine, because there's a ton of other options out there for you. There's the stock market, where pretty much you can purchase a share of a stock and be getting a monthly dividend depending on the company. There are tons of dividends that can be offered. I'll put the top 5 down below so you guys can check them out. Pretty much what the dividend is going to do, when a company gives out their earnings report, they're going to be giving the profits, well, at least a certain percentage of their profits, back to their investors. And that will cause a lot of buying pressure. So not only will your stock price increases, you'll be getting money on top of that. So it's a win-win scenario. Now, the moral of this video, guys, and I really wanted to preach it to you, is don't leave money in the bank. It's a waste of time. And if you're going to leave money in the bank, go and look up high interest savings, because I believe if you're going to be saving maybe for the down payment, maybe for stocks, maybe for any sort of investment, you're going to be wanting to get something for it. So here is a top, 4 or top 3 of the banks that I recommend. They will be down below so you guys can check them out as well. But that is it though. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Drop a subscribe down below, and don't forget to subscribe to Carter Farr Podcast on YouTube. It is my brand new channel. That will be down below and at the end of this video. Take care, and I hope you guys have a really good rest of the day. Peace out.